Alright, this is a little demo of the Egnater Rebel 20. It's going through its matching 112 cab, which has a Celestion Elite 80 in it, which is not a bad sounding speaker for a closed 112 cabinet. It's actually pretty well balanced for this particular amp. It's got good bass response, pretty bright, and the middle it's well balanced. I'm running straight into the amp more or less. I'm just running into my tuner. My got a Gibson R9 Les Paul here, and I do have a hardwire RV7 reverb pedal in the effects loop. Once in a while you hear me click it on. The amp itself is set, the tube mix is essentially at noon. It's probably a little bit more to the 6v6 side, but the watt setting is all the way up. Master volume is right between 2 and 3. Treble is at noon, middle is at noon, bass is at noon, and my gain is between 11 and 12. Bright switch is up, which is probably a good idea if you're running a humbucker. You can basically dial out your high-end response from your guitar, which will help you just cut through sometimes if you're in a mix, a band setting. And the tight switch is basically disengaged, facing down. So this is what it sounds like. looking at a Tiny Terror, as far as a head's concerned, this amp is a little bit more flexible. I own a Tiny Terror. I think it's a neat amp, but I think this Egnater does what the Tiny Terror can do, and more. I mean, there is some headroom. I mean, you're not if you're into playing clean all the time in a band and you're gigging, it's not the amp for you. But you know, it could, if you're miking it, it can get the job done. So that's what I think.